town, Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Can't do stuff.
Oh, shit, you got trashed in both legs? That ain't Derrick Henry back there.
X3, 2-8, chop.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Derrick Henry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They go play action here on first down. That's Jalen Samuels. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense
get off of there
and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. Use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a back. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 13-year man puts it through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Go now. 50, plant. Go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they're going to stop him right at the line of
he fell
scrimmage.
to me
Just
and
no
I'm at
cutback
20.
lane to be found whatsoever. Second
Actually,
and 10. Looked like he was
fell
trying
to me
to
at
bounce
30
it outside,
actually.
but no success.
Because I took a center
Sometimes
first.
you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Look at me. Zipper.
Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield.
Into heavy traffic.
Oh, so you got the 2 corners I got. Ain't that some shit?
Picked off at the
Waving
40.
singly.
And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That Charles,
Hey man, I ain't
the
look at his number. I just realized it was number 38.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
A first down carry for Henry.
Oh.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That nigga took
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
I already got FIFA.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Off play action. Lawrence. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard. For the Jaguars.
Yes, baby. I'm playing the game. What you doing?
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Off the play fake, Lawrence. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Sharp. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Throw that up.
Snags it for the pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
One down on the one. All right, man.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
Good play action.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Those passes out that far right? Always does make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does
Yes,
is
baby.
allows a defender to gain some ground.
Yes, that's
come
mommy
from a
tablet.
long
Leave it alone.
distance and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Why you come so close to me? I don't understand.
With his first career touchdown in his first career game, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And
I
Lambo
gotta deal with
now after the
Saquon next
touchdown.
week.
He'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I didn't do nothing.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was
Good.
supposed
Once
to.
you be so close, move. Go up there. Go up there. Go. Move. Get in the way.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7. Our
Go up
score.
there.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator. Let's go. Check. Hey, stand off.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Bravo.
To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is now 14
It's hard.
to 10.
You losing?
And Lambo now
You
after
losing?
the touchdown. He'll kick this one away.
Michael Jackson is hard.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Okay.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Who is he?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. They'll set up a throw. And this one complete to Smith. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. Hey, Wahoo! Come to my work. Get it.
They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
What you doing?
Watch the screen. Watch the eye. Hey, Alpha.
Second and 10.
Good play.
It's caught. Smith. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, exit.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good.
Jordan, you just all over the place.
17-14.
1 minute you here, the next minute you by the door.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, really just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action, Lawrence. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. as they stop him with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Lawrence is going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Lawrence. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Second and 6.
He just beat. God damn, he beat.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Damn, I'm mad at that, man.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They begin with Henry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll run with Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got him in. It's
good throw.
Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Good
coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. How they can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
7 niggas to take that
Trying
man
to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
He dead so was about to try to run over any guy for it like that. Adam had to come from behind to tackle him. God damn.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Look at me. Sit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now in Nashville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Henry running right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Succop, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Wow.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Bless you, baby.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Rock it. Hey, lock it. Check 26.
They begin with a run by Fournette. 2 yards on the
Identify
pickup
him
there.
as the
It'll be
Mike.
second and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Leo.
Again, it's Fournette. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1
Nobody
yard
want to pick
there.
up blocks now?
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw on third down, Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. The drive continues as they search for a timed touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence.
Good.
And
play, man.
Taking it right down
Good
the
play.
way. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
I don't think you was expecting until you seen it for him, man.
A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost him.
Extra point up and good
No,
by
you're not.
Suckup. And the lead now up to 14.
No.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over.
Ran out of room.
Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Look at that shit.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one was pretty much a race in the 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point put through by Suckup. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. And when do they start thinking about guarding these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Titans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Tennessee getting their first down on a big play of 18 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 2nd and 5. Complete. Smith has it.
Look at the other one. One man I could do that, they both were open.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let the guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be caught. So it affects
Let's go, DJ.
the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And that's caught for the additional 2 points.
Okay, right now, that's not who I meant to throw the ball to, but I'll take it.
And that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
It's only because of that last play just now.
That's something.
So for the Titans, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.